to my previous clubs definitely helped. I think without that experience, it would have definitely been a challenge. Not knowing how the league functions, how every franchises operate, because every team operates in their own way. So I think one was my previous two clubs, but apart from that, even my small stint as president of the Chennai Football Association really helped. Because when you are working for a club, you do deal with the state or the district FAs from time to time, and it's important to know how to work and engage with the local federations as well.
Yeah.
So I think that also sort of played an important role for me. I feel the major challenge, like when we sort of looked at Hyderabad FC, was sort of understanding the ecosystem in the region, the football ecosystem in the region, and also infrastructure. We knew was going to be a big challenge. But again, I remember in my previous role at Chennai as well, we in second season when I joined them, we had to do up our training pitch and the main pitch at the stadium as well. So obviously that sort of that experience helped me to sort of put together a plan pretty quickly, and get our act together to ensure that we have games running smoothly in our home venue in year one. That I looked at was as sort of a major challenge, really. More than assembling a team or getting everyone together in a short span of time. I just thought the infra bit was a challenge to sort of cope up with. When you set out for a season, or when you start planning for 1 year, 2 years, or much longer, the intention is to sort of do better every year, grow year on year. We obviously don't really anticipate, or we don't want to anticipate a bad season and then a change happening either midway of the season, or well before your contract with the current head coach. The change in the coach or manager doesn't help anybody. Doesn't help anyone at the club. Doesn't help the players, because I think that's the most important part. When the coach obviously picks his squad, he's looking at players who fit into his style of play, and all of a sudden when there's a change, you find some players who are not part of the new coach's plan. And I think just off the field as well, like your communication, the marketing side of things, there's so much which sort of goes around with the current coach, and everything's got to change. And but I just think it's part of the game, and you got to adjust whenever you recruit a next coach or a replacement. It's important that he sort of fits into the club's philosophy, because you don't really want a massive change from the previous coach or what you actually plan to do. The best is to get someone closest to what fits the philosophy of the club. Going back to last season, we obviously didn't have a good start at all. Jan transfer is when we sort of started making changes for the 2021 season. We knew the players we had, and we knew there were going to be a lot of changes going forward. Obviously, then Albert Roca came in as as head coach in January, and I felt we did well with some of the signings. In fact, Sujay came on board as director of football, and that's when we really started working together and start planning for next season. We knew we still had about 7-8 games to go. We knew if not bottom of the table, maybe one place or two places higher. But our target was really the next season, which is now. Some of the changes we made in January were quite effective. Players we brought in were Shavik, Liston, Hitesh. Hitesh, for example, was I think not playing. He was I think training with Odisha, if I'm not wrong, for a couple of months, and not signed there. So we knew we needed to have that mix of youth and experience. And we already saw players like Ashish Rai, Yasir, playing a lot of games last season. and we knew they were only going to get better. Yeah, we just needed to add a little more experience, and that's where players like Shavik came in, and Subrata during the summer window. Also, I think a lot to do with the coach as well. Manolo has been brilliant, working with some of the younger players. One of the first calls I had with Manolo, after he saw some videos of the Indian players, before he even started working with them on the field, was he spoke about Hitesh and Akash, for example. He said he saw very limited videos of Akash, but he was very confident that Akash will, sort of go on to be one of the best fullbacks in India. Rohit Danu's, obviously had very limited chances, but we know the sort of talent he's got. Everyone made use of their opportunities very well, and I think Manolo's handled the situation extremely well. Sana, for example, he's the senior of the younger lot. Again, he's been an integral part of the squad, almost like an unsung hero at times for us. I'm really hoping that the youngsters get better, even better next year. The intention behind the partnership, for example, with Borussia Dortmund. I mean, Dortmund's known for a club which has a great a youth development program. We've got a lot of young players coming through their rank. For us, being a new club, we will definitely focus at the grassroots level. In fact, we said it previously that we will be launching a full 12-month grassroots calendar. And the reason why we want to do it, to announce a calendar, is it will have all stakeholders involved and on board. When I say stakeholders, it's the kids, parents, coaches, the football association, school principals. And also we're starting things from scratch in Hyderabad. The football culture is extremely good, I would say, in Hyderabad. It's a very similar market to Bangalore, where pretty much every street has a five-a-side turf.
Yeah.
You have kids playing on these turfs through the day. The school teams are pretty strong, so we just felt we needed to put like good structures in place, right at the very beginning, and that's where we felt club like Dortmund would help us, get things right, put things in place, in the right way. More than anything, since we're starting from scratch, we might as well do it the right way. We will be focusing a lot on coach education programs initially, and that's something which we will start rolling out very soon with Dortmund. It will be an engaging partnership, and results will take time, but I think the idea is to get more coaches involved, more people into the sport, and I think that I'm quite confident we will achieve it with the partnership.